A very good afternoon, and I'm absolutely thrilled and delighted to be showcasing for you today this beautiful 21 registered Jaguar D200 all-wheel drive in Borasco grey. Absolutely stunning colour, probably the best colour they do the car in, especially the bigger wheels, the 21s, and the high gloss black exterior detailing with the rear privacy glass. An absolute peach of a car, purchased directly from the only owner. It's a 9-speed automatic. It's not the D180 which has the 8-speed, it's the 9-speed automatic. I achieved, I think it was up, I'm not quite sure, you know, whether it was 52 or 56 miles per gallon, but whatever it was a fantastic return MPG. So I'm sure the new owner, whoever that might be, and we have got somebody very keen on the car, so my apologies to get you excited only to tell you that the vehicle has now been sold. We do expect it to be reserved and sold in the next 24 to 48 hours, so my apologies for even videoing the car, but just in case the sale doesn't go ahead, we are doing a full 10 or 11 minute video for you. The business has been established for 28.5 years, and we have an enviable reputation for good and straightforward and honest car dealing. All our reviews are available on Auto Trader, Google and Facebook, so please do take a time to have a read through a selection. This model has extra features. We have listed them in the written details for the car, but in the front grille you'll see a camera, so that affords the car an all-round 360 degree camera, including an aerial shot, which I find personally very helpful. And I have included a picture of the car from above in one of the images, so have a look at that. But when you're reversing it in tight spaces, it does give an excellent view, an all-round view of the car. Jaguar LED technology headlamps. They're slightly off, but we've turned them off at the moment because they're so bright. It would sort of reflect into the lens of the video. The wheels are all unmarked. The 21-inch, they're an optional upgrade. The 20s come standard, 21s is an option. And lots of detailing which basically gives you the history and the provenance of the actual make itself, Jaguar cars. And inside I'll show you a very nice touch inside when we go inside. Even in the windscreen you've got a Jaguar and a baby Jaguar, so it's really splendid. Windscreen is pretty much unmarked. There's the odd, and I do mean this odd stone chip as you would imagine at 20,000 miles, but nothing that you should concern you at all. In fact, the stone chips on the front of the car, because it sits quite high up actually, the video won't show you this, but it does sit rather high up, so that it has somewhat avoided masses and masses of stone chips. So about 3 which I've touched in on the front, very minor. And we have got the right paint before you ask the question. The vehicle's been machine polished and it's had a forensic clean as well inside, so we spent probably about 9 hours on the interior. It's a big car and we don't like to leave anything to chance. In fact, all the brushed aluminium, as always, we would never leave it dirty. It wasn't filthy, but it's just a combination of the way that it's manufactured and the touching of it by the previous owners and passengers. You get grease and oils on our skin as human beings, and they transfer onto the leathers and the door cards. So it's absolutely been forensically cleaned. There are no smells, no animal or tobacco odours in the car. There is no damage in the vehicle, and we have both key fobs. As well, it has got what we would call easy access opening and closing. So providing you've got the key about you, you can press or just grab. If the car was locked now, you're getting into the back of the car, you'd left something in the back seat, you would just literally pull the handle like that, bring it towards you, and the car would open if you had the key about you. To lock the car, you would press, it won't do it now because the key's in it and the engine's running, but if the key was in my pocket, press that, hold and press there, and it would lock the car. Now it is temperamental. We've known this with Jaguars and Land Rovers for many years. You can press it sometimes to lock it and it will lock straight away, and other times you have to try it 2 or 3 times, or you can obviously use the key fob. so you're not just stuck to using it with your fingers. But anyway, that's to be totally honest, and there's nothing we can do about that. That's just the way the vehicles are. That's how they've been produced. Every single car that's had the same closure system, you may have to just hold your thumb on the door for 2 or 3 seconds. I think that might even be standard actually, how it operates. But black badging, lovely. Automatic tailgate, fabulous. Good sized boot. Let's see if we can show you underneath. You've got some storage underneath as well. You could put a spare wheel in there potentially, but I'm not sure. It'd have to be a space saver, wouldn't it? It's the mild hybrid technology, which basically means it's not a full hybrid where the car will run on the electric motor. It's got a much smaller electric motor, and it just is there for the stop-start, improving efficiency, and I can vouch for that because I did get about 56 miles per gallon on the way home from the south. So that's what the mild hybrid technology does mean. It's not a full hybrid which would on slow speeds run on the electric motor. Let's go inside the car, straighten the wheel. Fabulous place to be inside here, absolutely fabulous. I'll just straighten the wheel for you. It's a multifunction wheel. There's cruise control, active cruise control that is, and lane assist and blind spot monitor. So all those functions are operational with this vehicle. Has a full fixed panoramic sunroof, which has a retracting blind. We have again taken some photographs of that. It's got a very large screen. It's the facelift model revised. In fact, when I was looking at the details on the facelift a few nights ago, it's just amazing how much effort and changes they've made to this model. So it is really a fantastic, very quiet, very smooth. I drove it back, I don't think I stopped actually. It was about just short of 200 miles. So heating, ventilation, you'd expect it to be climate control, which it is. You push it in for seat heating, and there you can see it just moving, and you see the 3-stage, I guess, yeah, 3-stage seat heating. I might just leave it on 1, and then if you pull it that way, it brings you back to altering the speed of the blowers. I've had it on 2 actually, but that's fine. Let's just, there we go. Big screen, so everything is controlled on the screen. Let's just quickly show you. That's the home screen using Jaguar. Let me just go into that, see. And then you've got Apple CarPlay, which I was using, and then you would just mimics the, you get Google Maps up as well. Now, to use the Android Auto and the Apple CarPlay, you do need it connected to a cable. It's not Bluetooth on for that system, but it is Bluetooth for everything else. And the back of the seats, the back seat passengers have got 2 charging points, and there's also, I think it may be for some media, so you might be able to put some media screens in the rear. If it's not media, would you believe it might be clove hooks, but there is a system in the back of the both backrests of the seats for back seat passengers. I've got my phone connected. It's got a USB and a USB-C. You've got the up and down shift on the paddle shifters, should I say, just and you've also got electric heated and folding door mirrors. So you've got everything you could dream of and a bit more in this car, and it would take me 20 minutes, 25 minutes to show you everything, but I've gone through most things. I think 20,533 miles, absolutely guaranteed. And I have an announcement to make. Let me make an announcement officially on this video. So earlier on this morning, my son confirmed that my granddaughter, which is my first grandchild, has arrived into the world at 9:59, weighing in at 8 pounds, and I've just had an amendment, a 1 ounce, not 2 ounces. So she's a big baby, Frankie Billsborough. So I'm absolutely delighted to be a grandfather. So looking forward to seeing her. But all's well. Mum and baby and son are all well. Just had an update a few minutes ago. Baby's been asleep for the last 2 hours next to mum, so all is good in the world. So as we welcome my first grandchild and my son and his partner's first daughter, so fantastic news. So that's our 21 plate Jaguar 2 litre Ingenium D200 all-wheel drive 9-speed automatic with a fixed sunroof. Let's just show you the sunroof. There you go, there's the sunroof. How nice is that? Full length sunroof, and there are some good photographs of it in the montage of pictures. We do buy cars for cash or bank transfer as it is these days. That's at www.webuyyourcar365.co.uk. You'll get a free valuation by visiting that site. I'm David Bilsborough, delighted to showcase this Jaguar E-Pace to you. Our dynamic HSE, by the way, I forgot to mention that right at the start. So it's our dynamic HSE with thousands upon thousands of added options on top of that. So an already generously spec car has been specced up even more. Have a fantastic day, and we hope to hear of you very, very soon on this car.